Good Friday morning, folks, and welcome to GBL, the Old Church 5-Acre Homestead. Do you know what time it is? And I think you do. It is Fired Up Friday time, and we are getting ready to light another fire today. Our usual Fired Up Friday fires in the garage behind my shoulder. But first, as I always do, these garbage containers need to go out to the curb. I'm going to do that. And then I'm off for school. I'm going to spend a day at school. And when I come back from school today, we are going to be getting at our fire out in the garage, as I said, over my shoulder right here. So come back this afternoon and join me for our 16th Fired Up Friday, a dedication fire as usual. Join me, folks, in the garage. I'm home from school. It is still Friday, Fired Up Friday time. Yes, indeed. It is April the 8th on a Friday. And last night, I said in that video collaboration that I did with Mr. BC Gerbs that I would have to regroup today, take another look at what I was doing. And Mr. BC Gerbs suggested that I needed char cloth. Well, I think I have everything I need to make my very own char cloth, which I'm going to do very, very soon. And it's going to be my first time. So please have patience with me, bear with me, and follow along. And folks, if you have any suggestions, any advice, please send us a comment after you see the video. So in the next clip, I'm going to show you what I have laid out on my camouflage table here. And as I said, we needed to regroup. We need to look at a few things to see what went wrong last night, and hopefully we'll get it right today, because I really want to make sure that this Fire It Up Friday video is a success. And of course, as always, it is a dedication fire, and I'm going to share that with you too. Okay, so we are regrouping, and as you can see, I've got a few extra things laid out on this table that I didn't have here last night when I was doing my training video. Okay, so let's take a look. I do have my jute all took apart into strands. I have some curly shavings there next to it. I also have my shredded paper there. I have a utility knife and a pair of scissors and a 100% cotton shirt. I have these cotton makeup swabs here. These are 100% cotton as well. I have my drill with a bit, and I have these two metal tins. You might recognize these guys. If you finished school recently and you took math, you might recognize these as mathematics sets. That's what it looks like inside. It's just a metal tin. I'm going to use my DeWalt drill here with this bit, and I'm going to put a hole in the center of each of these tins. And in one, I'm going to put some pieces of my undershirt, 100% cotton, and in the other, I'm going to put these makeup 100% cotton circles there, okay? And I already have my old-fashioned Enterprise wood stove all fired up, okay? Fire's all going, it's all banked up. So when I get things ready, I'm going to put the two tins in here, in this stove, for about 10-15 minutes, and hopefully I'll be able to make some char cloth. Okay, the very first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take one of these mathematics sets, and I'm going to drill a small hole in the center of the cover. So hopefully you can see me there. Just a small hole. So there you go. So I got a little small hole made in the cover there. Hopefully you can see that. Inside this tin, I'm going to put some of these makeup circles. Okay, so I'm just going to put a few of these. These are 100% cotton. Let's put in a few. I don't think it matters if they overlap. So I'm going to put in 5 of these. Okay, I'll show you what I've got done. So I've got 5 of these 100% cotton swabs or makeup removers put inside this tin. Okay, I'm going to close that up. That will go in the fire very, very soon. Okay, I'm just going to lay that aside. I'm also going to put a hole in the center of this one as well, inside the cover. Here we go. Here we go. So I got a hole put in the cover of the second tin. In this one, I'm going to cut out some squares for my undershirt, and I'm gonna put some squares of the 100% cotton shirt inside the other tin. So bear with me as I cut some of these, cut this shirt up. Okay, so gonna just cut up the shirt into some squares. I hope I'm doing this right. All you guys out there in Fired Up Friday world who do a lot of this stuff. This is my first time making char cloth, and I hope it works. Okay, so I got a piece there. It's pretty irregular, nothing fancy about it at all. I'll cut off the seam or the overlap piece here on the bottom. Okay, now, like I said, I'm just gonna cut some of these up into fairly big pieces, roughly around 2 inches by 2 inches, and I'm gonna lay them inside this other can. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got 2 there. Okay, here's another one. I'm gonna do a few more, I think. Okay, let's do a few more. Like I said, around 2 by 2. Okay. All right. Cut a few more off of here now, Mr. Gary. Okay, there's 4. Okay, see if I can get a couple of more here. Okay. All right. I'm excited. This is my first time making char cloth, and I hope it works. And I hope my fire works. That'll be cool, hey? If I can get my fire to work. It's gonna take a while. Okay, so I've got this second tin now, laid out with some 100% cotton from one of my undershirts. I'm gonna close that can up. Okay, so I got my 2 cans ready. I'm gonna go over and stoke the fire in the old-fashioned wood stove. You're gonna come along with me, and we're gonna toss these guys in on top of the stove, and I'll be able to fish these out after. We'll put them in for, like I said, around 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, so, like I said, my fire is going pretty good there. I put in just a couple of more pieces of some old pallet wood. I have this toaster here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Here's a toaster, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn my toaster upside down, and I think my cans, my mathematic sets, will fit right in there. Just look at that, okay? Fits like a smacking them out, don't it? Okay, so I have my tins in the fire, laid in like that, okay? They're not in exactly how I wanted them or how I envisioned it, but they're in there and I think they're safe. Like I said, I'm going to try and put them in there for like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to watch these 2 holes. Already I'm seeing smoke come out through the holes or the vents, okay? So I don't want to overdo it because there's a lot of heat there in that stove. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, there's fire coming out of one there, folks. Okay, so we'll have to see how this goes, all right? So I want to be very careful if there's not too much heat there. Oh, I put the covers on the stove. I thought it was too much heat there, so here's what I've done since. I put the covers on, as I said, the dampers and the covers, and I've got the 2 mat sets with the cotton inside of them laid over one of the holes here now. So I'm going to leave it there for a few more minutes, just a couple of more, and then I'm going to take this thing and go outside and just leave it outside for a while. I'm going to put this piece of 2x4 I got here over the 2 vent holes in the 2 tin containers, and I'm going to take this off the stove and I'm going to gently go outside with it. Let's lay it here on this raised bed right here, this raised vegetable bed. Okay, we'll just leave it there for a little while. It should cool off. I'm not going to touch it, folks. When I come back, we'll open up these 2 tins together and see what we got inside. Okay, so I'm back here at my table now. I'm gonna let the 2 tins cool off and the cotton inside cool off as well so I can handle it. What I'm gonna do in the meantime is I'm gonna set up my little nest of these supplies that I have here in these 2 tinfoil dishes or trays right here, and hopefully I'll get everything all ready. Okay, I'm gonna start with the shredded paper again. I'm just gonna lay that down, has some bedding in this tray. I've got some of this shavings right here, and I'm gonna make my little nest, I think, out of this, out of the jute, okay? I'll just bundle it up like that in my hand, and hopefully I'll get the char cloth to go in there and I'll be able to blow onto it, and then I'll lay it in there. I'm also gonna put these curly these curly shavings in here as well on top. I'm not going to use the magnesium, no siree. Not going to use any magnesium, just the paper shreds and the curly shavings. Okay, and hopefully, I'll get the char cloth working, and I'll make a little nest with this jute, and we'll be able to get this fire going. Let's go get our tins, folks. I would say that they are cooled off now. Let's see if I can handle them. Okay, yeah, they are cold enough to the touch. I can handle them very safely. Actually, they're quite cold. So let's go inside with these 2 tins. Oh, the 2 math sets are there on the table. Okay, so here's the 5-star one. Okay, let me turn it around and open up inside, and hopefully it should be okay. Now, remember, this is for my shirt. It's for my white undershirt, and look at the pieces. Look at the pieces of cotton. Boy, for my first time, I don't know, but these are okay. What? I got 6 of them there. I only need 1, probably half of a one. Okay, so they look like they're charred. Okay, they're not falling apart on me. Okay, so those look like a success, folks. Just take another look up close. So let's open up the other one. This is the one where I put in some of these makeup cotton swab thingies. Okay, let's have a look at these. Okay, now, they've shrunk quite a bit, haven't they? Just look at that. I don't know if you can tell. They shrunk quite a bit. Just let me take one and put next to one. Look at that. Shrunk quite a bit. Okay, so these look good too. They really do. I don't know. Maybe I did a great job. Who knows? For my first time. Maybe first time lucky or first time's the charm. But I have my little nest here ready. I have my piece of char cloth. I have my my flint, and I have my striker. I'm excited, and I'm also a little bit nervous, hoping this is going to work, folks. I'm going to take the char cloth, and I'm going to fold it over the piece of flint. Okay, just like BC Gerbs showed me in his video last night. Okay, so it's right next to the edge there, Mr. Gerbs. Okay, got my nest here already. I'm going to start striking it, and hopefully I'll get a himber or a spark that will come off my my striker here, my steel striker, and land on the piece of char cloth. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it in another location. Not going to give up that easy. I was at it last night, I think, for about 2 hours, and until I finally said, okay, I need to regroup. So I'm not going to give up that easy. Oh, okay, I got one. Can you see that? Can you see that, folks? Okay, now I'm going to put this in my nest. I'm going to put that in my nest here. I'm going to put it in my nest and blow on it. Come on. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. God, eh? Almost. I did get the char cloth to catch, and I did get an ember, and I did put it in the little nest I have here, and it almost went. It started to smoke, but it just died on me. So we're going to regroup again and try it again now, and hopefully I'll get another spark. I was able to do it once, so let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay. Okay, you see it? I got another one going here now. Okay, we're gonna try that. I'm gonna try that one. Come on. Yeah, I got the second one to go too, but it goes out when I'm blowing onto it. I'm not sure what's up with that. So here's the third one. So maybe the third one is the charm. Okay, so I got a nice one going there again. So it's not the issue of lighting it. I can light it. I can light it. I can get it light. Okay, what's going on here, guys? What is going on? What am I doing wrong? The third piece of char cloth. I did get it lit, and I was able to blow onto it. Maybe if I had some fat wood, maybe that might be the thing. Rock. And another piece of char cloth. So let's try it. Okay, sparks is not the issue. Oh, I got it. Wow, took me a while, but I did get it. Okay, use my knife to get that over there into the fire. Whoa, took 4 tries. 4 pieces of char cloth, 4 tries, and I was able to get my steel and flint and char cloth fire going. I'm excited, even though it took me 4 tries. What the heck? Hey, it's my first time doing this. I'm hopefully going to get better. Maybe the next fire, I'll be able to do it and I'll only have to use 3 pieces of char cloth. And then later 2, and eventually I'll get down to being just using 1 piece of char cloth, being a bit of a pro of it. I said at the top that this was going to be a dedication fire. It most certainly is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can see this piece of paper or not, but this past week, this first week of April, is National Wildlife Week. And I wanted to dedicate my fire this week to this cause. We all need to be respectful of animals, whatever kind of animals, whether they're your pets or whether they're in the wild. And we also need to engage in and participate in respectful hunting and fishing. Hunt and catch only what you want. don't be wasteful, and don't be cruel. Very, very important. National Wildlife Week, the first week of April, our dedication fire. Wow, pretty excited here, folks. Jerv, I hope you're watching and hope you can see this, and all of my friends who do these Fired Up Friday fires. It was a success. It might have took me 4 tries, but hey, it is still a success. I was able to burn the curly shavings that I had there. I was able to burn the paper shredded items that I had there also, and of course the little nest that I made out of the jute rope. And I did at the very beginning make my very own char cloth for the very, very first time in our old-fashioned Enterprise wood stove. A success all around. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in and having patience with me. My very first flint and steel and char cloth fire. Thank you so very, very much for watching. And folks, please turn into all our Friday fires, our Fired Up Friday fires, and of course, watch all of our videos. Please subscribe, please like, and please comment. Thank you so very, very much, and see you in our next video. Well, folks, that was exciting to say the least. I'm exhausted because it seemed like it took me forever to get those char cloths going, and then I was blowing on them, and I don't know if I was short-winded from all day teaching or what, but I was able to get it going at the end. That was also great.